You can hide stuff in this hotel, no doubt about it.
Bob and Nada review the findings from Hitler's potential southern escape route in Tyrol, where a declassified U.S. Army report claims the SS were burying money and escape plans for fleeing Nazis on the property of an Alpine hotel.
The team searched the area with a LiDAR, and they found a couple of disturbances in the soil. And one of the things they uncovered was the shovel that was broken.
This is 70 years later. This site probably very quickly got looted. You know, we should have been looking in 1945.
In my experience, whenever I'd hit a dead end like this, I'd always go back and look at the network we've already established. We know the network was active in this place, so in the absence of any physical evidence, let's see if we can pick up the trail on anyone who would have used this route or picked up one of these stashes.
Case, cached, networks, there we go.
This is from CIA, Eichmann's flight. So here's Eichmann showing up again on the southern route. Fully inconspicuous, I took my suitcase from this excellent priest from Vipiteno, beyond the Italian border over the Brenner Pass. So we have dead drops in this area. Eichmann is picking up one of them.
Look, what's incredible about this is a priest, according to Eichmann, providing assistance to a mass murderer after World War II.
So here's Vipiteno. It's on the border between Austria and Italy, and it's only 45 miles to the Hotel Paradiso. We need to figure out what this priest was doing. What part does this priest play in the southern escape route?
Yeah, is it one guy, is it one priest, or is it a lot of people? We got to get the team to find out.
We've confirmed that Eichmann was here. I mean, that's not even in question. So now we just need to get the details.
Along Hitler's potential southern escape route, Mike, James, and their translator Katya land in Vipiteno, a town in the Tyrol border region.
Hello, James. Nice to meet you.
The team makes contact with historian Dr. Dietrich Thaler at the Lady of the Moss Church, which, according to declassified documents, was connected to a priest assisting in the escape of high-ranking Nazis, including Adolf Eichmann, after the war.
We've learned that the priest here, just after the war, was helping a number of Nazis that were on the run. We were wondering whether you can help us in any way.
Trotzdem sind natürlich in der Bevölkerung einer kleinen Stadt verschiedene Geschichten erhalten geblieben.
He says very little official research exists on the subject, but there are still a lot of stories within the community.
Well, that's magnificent, isn't it?
Do you actually know who the priest was at that time?
In dieser Zeit war Dekan Corradini.
The priest at the time was called Corradini. Corradini was here for 20 years, and he would give aid to Nazis fleeing through the area. Thousands were coming through here.
So what we've got here is Father Corradini housing them, giving them help. I mean, what else is he doing?
There's documentation that they were rebaptized.
Baptized? Why?
Darüber ist für mich bis heute unerschlossen.
He doesn't know.
This is bizarre to me, James. A baptism. I am completely revolted by this information. Being baptized as a Catholic means you are cleansed of all sins you have previously committed. I don't buy that high-ranking Nazis known to have committed mass murder really repented of their sins. You see this baptismal record. This is pretty standard. Would there have been a baptismal record of that time?
There are registries dating back over centuries. He's going to check and see if it's possible that we take a look at them.
Dr. Thaler secures access to the church's sealed records archive, a collection of documents dating back hundreds of years.
So this is from 1943 onwards.
A lot to go through here.
I mean, there's so many German names here.
Oh my God.
There's no record that Eichmann was baptized here. But look at that.
What's that?
Priebke, Eric. He's a known Nazi war criminal.
And he escaped to Argentina.
And he lived there a free man for more than 50 years in Bariloche.
This links the rat line going through this church to Bariloche. That's a hard data point. That's major.
Erich Priebke was an SS commander who was responsible for the deaths of hundreds of Italian civilians in an action called the Ardeatine Massacre. After the war, he successfully went underground and escaped Europe, surfacing in 1949 in Bariloche, Argentina, the same town where the team had previously uncovered a safe house linked to Adolf Hitler.
The legends tell us about the whole thing with the Hitler's house. You know, it's a kind of a creepy place.
And this is also really interesting. He gets another identity. He wasn't called Erich Priebke anymore. He went as Otto Pape.
Erich Priebke had been cleansed. He came here as a fleeing Nazi war criminal with the blood of hundreds on his hands, got complete absolution for that, and left here a new man with a fresh start and a new name.
What's amazing